Hey everyone, I am back to do some more videos. You may be asking yourself why I'm doing this video so late at night and not earlier today. Well, I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, and I'm gonna be making a video about that tomorrow. I was gonna do that first. I was gonna do that on my walk today, because I had earlier I had my leg messing up again, so yeah, but I was gonna go on a walk and do it, but I realized I didn't make the thumbnail yet, and I did not have internet, so because I was gonna make the thumbnail out there, but I realized I forgot that you have to have internet, and I don't have internet, so I could not do that on my walk. But I'm here to talk about Dimmsdale Tales. This is a Fairly Odd Parents episode. I meant to actually put a ghost on here because these are technically spooky tales, is what these are. They're like spooky tales. But I forgot. I'm actually probably gonna start doing that, to be honest. I might start doing that with my reviews. I might actually start, if I can find a theme, I might start, putting, that stuff there so people can see it. That might be a nice touch. Kind of like Pie Guy has, little images of episodes. Only mine will be from, mine will be from the, search thing or whatever that, well, not search thing, I mean the keyboard thing, whatever the heck that's called. I don't know. But anywho, I'm going to be talking about this episode here. I actually got bored last week and decided to, I think it was either last week or the week before when I was doing Season 8 or Season 9A. I actually got bored. It's actually a whole season. I just split it up because I figured we did that with SpongeBob. I'll do it with this. But, yeah. But I can't remember when I did this, but yeah, I kind of binge watched this stuff because I was bored, and I kind of came across this episode. I was going to review another poof talking episode, which is similar to this. It really was. It's actually 3 episodes later. This episode is about I kind of jumping ahead here. It's basically about them telling stories. Just like they do 3 episodes later. Like, literally 3 episodes later, they do this freaking plot. It's like, you could tell the Fairly Odd Parents was running out of ideas by the time they got to Season 9. They started getting more lazy and stuff and all that. And I don't mind them doing plots like this, but this is like 3 episodes later. And I know a lot of people complain about how SpongeBob in Season 7 had like 3 episodes with Plankton disguises himself as someone or something to steal the formula, but at least they're able to change the plot up a little bit. Here it's kind of, it's still something, a bit different, but I don't really know. And when we get to the moments with Sparky, because like I said, they freaking get rid of Sparky. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining, because like I said, the next season, freaking Sparky is gone. They introduce him like he's this big character, and then the very next season he's gone. I know fans hated him, but I'm like, they could have maybe gave him a bit more of a personality or something, instead of kicking him off the show, but I don't really know. But this episode, this one is freaking a mess. It is a mess. It's not really a mess per se. It's more freaking generic as hell. It really is. Basically, they just tell stories. That's all it's about. The first one is about it's about Cosmo and Sparky playing a game or something, and playing a game, and it has them attacking Wanda for no reason, just for torturing her. It literally gives me Home Alone, Sweet Home Alone, vibes. I say Home Alone, I would say, Home Sweet Home Alone, because freaking they can't come up with great titles on Disney's part anymore, but, well, at least, I don't actually take that, they have some good titles, but that one sucked. I've not seen the movie, but I heard they had a plot where, like, two people were being tortured, and they were innocent, so, yeah. So I feel bad for Wanda here, but it doesn't go on for as long, I'm pretty sure, as the Home Alone movie does. I actually never seen the Home Alone movies. I kind of never got into them, really. I tried watching them and never got into them, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boring person. I don't really know. But, yeah, I gotta say, it's definitely not the first story's not very good. It's got something to it, like, it's kind of funny, like, even though Sparky and Cosmo are freaking completely brain dead at this point. Well, Sparky's brain dead anyway, but, like I said, Sparky doesn't really have a personality. He's just stupid. I mean, they make dog jokes about him occasionally, but that's all he really is there for. I really wish they would have gave him more of a personality. I mean, with Cosmo may be brain dead too, but at least he's got a personality. He loves his wife, and he's got, and he's, married and all that. Sparky just doesn't have really a personality at all. I mean, the first episode he was introduced in, they gave him a little backstory, but that's all they did, and that's about it. But I don't really know, though. I don't know. I also should point this out, too, because I was talking about how Sparky disappeared from the show. So did Poof. I'm not going to lie, Poof disappeared from the show. But unlike Sparky, where he was nowhere to be seen in Season 10, Poof did appear in Season 10, and I will be getting to that episode eventually. I will. I'll be getting into it actually next week. And I'm going to be doing Powerpuff Girls afterwards, so yeah, you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, I gotta say though, yeah, it's just, yeah, basically Poof is actually in the title card of this episode, but he's nowhere to be seen in the episode. So I'm like, why the hell did they freaking put him in the damn title card if he's nowhere to be seen? I don't get it. They basically put him in the title card, but he's not even in the episode. So I'm like, why the hell did you even bother putting him in the title card then? I don't get it. But yeah, he's in there. And then I gotta say that probably the weakest of the stories is probably the middle one. I think it's just the whole joke is it's just a freaking bunch of Dinklebirds. That's the whole joke. Like, okay, we get it. Mr. Turner does not like Dinklebird. We get it. Like, it's okay for it to be like a gag, and stuff. It's funny then, but when you got a freaking whole plot with it, it's just freaking stupid as hell. I'm not gonna lie, it really is. It's stupid as hell, and then like the last plot, the last one's okay. It's not really that great and all. It's still okay, but yeah, I gotta say though, I do like how they do have references. They had when Mr. Turner was when Mr. Turner was looking for movies, they actually had some references to other movies that were made, like How to Train a Dragon and stuff. However, they were not, they due to avoid copywriting, even though to avoid copyright, they had to change the names. They had to do that in cartoons for some reason. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, I get using actual characters from a show without their permission, but I mean, just saying the name, I don't really get why that's a bad thing, because it's not. I mean, that could actually make people want to go see a movie or something. I don't know why they can't allow these cartoons and stuff to say names of brands and companies and stuff. I don't get it, but yeah. So yeah, there's references to that and all that. But overall, this is probably a very forgettable short. I mean, a two-parter episode. This is definitely a two-parter, and it's a forgettable one at that. It's really forgettable, and I gotta say, at the end, Mr. Turner literally ditches everyone just to get away from the monsters. I'm like, that's freaking selfish. They freaking turned Mr. Turner into a jackass. They really did. They freaking made him a jackass in this episode. He's freaking, all he is bitching and moaning in this episode about something being stupid or something like that, and then he ditches them at the end. Yeah, what a fucking horrible scout leader, right? It's a shame, because he used to be a great scout leader and stuff, but now he's just not. I mean, I guess he wasn't the best, but he wasn't bad either, but I don't really know. Also, Chester and AJ do appear in this episode too, but I've actually heard them speak, well, not speak, but scream. And they no longer have the same voice actors. I don't know what happened, but as the show went on, the last few seasons of the show, they basically got rid of most of the characters. Most of the side characters were gone. So Tootie was erased. So was Trixie, Francis. He was gone. Chester and Asia were pushed aside. They've all got pushed aside, and it's kind of a shame. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just the Fairly Odd Parents was getting harder to make or something, or maybe the staff just didn't want to like work on the show anymore with them. I don't really know. Yeah, but by the time season 9 and 10 came, most of the characters were pushed aside. So it ended up feeling like season 0 of the Fairly Odd Parents again, where there was hardly any characters. I mean, obviously there's the background characters, but all the like main characters were pushed aside and stuff. But I don't know though. I don't know why that is. But I think I'm gonna just go ahead and give this a score because I'm tired. But I'm gonna give it. This episode here is gonna get. I'm gonna give it 8 points. Yeah, it's getting 8 points. This episode's definitely pretty bad, and I may be sounding a bit depressed, and I kind of am. I will be talking about that tomorrow, but I just didn't have time to do it today. So yeah, and yeah, I was gonna do it today, but my leg messed up again. So yeah, I ended up going into town so I can. If something happened to my leg, Daddy could drive me to the hospital. So yeah. But yeah, it's just a shame this episode was bad too. I mean, this episode had a great idea. It really did. I think it's just freaking the stories is what ruins the episode. They're freaking all stupid. They're just generic as hell. And I think they could have, instead of making it freaking dramatic as hell, they could have made it actually, well, not really terrifying. We don't need it to be terrifying. But I would at least like for, maybe there to actually be monsters that they have to face or something. I don't really know. Maybe it could have just been one story instead of 3 of them. It could have been one story, and they could have, but they could have been one story, and they could have, all said, they could have all talked about it and all that, like, in one story, and it could have been about, like, a legend monster or something, a real monster, not freaking just a fake monster or something, because, yeah, if people are looking for, storytelling, this episode's not very good. There is one in season 9, which, like I said, it's like 3 episodes later, that's actually better than this one. I watched it. It's still not great either, but it's not really as bad. And that's basically it for season 9. Only one more season to go, and then I'm done until I go back and review the show down the road. I actually might come back though, and talk about other stuff. I'm actually thinking about also doing a rewrite series where I talk about episodes of how I would write them, better instead of, the way that the writers actually wrote them. So Alpha J did something like that, and I think that's a cool idea. I think I should try it. I wasn't gonna do it originally because I didn't want to copy his ideas, but I'm like, there's a lot of bad episodes and movies out there, so I figured I'll go ahead and do that. Now the TV shows are gonna be harder to do because I might have to separate them in a playlist because there's so many bad episodes out there of cartoons. I may do what I did with the Nickelodeon stuff, and just put them in a thumbnail, like a different not thumbnail. I mean a different playlist. Instead of put them in Nickelodeon reviews, I'll put them in Nickelodeon maybe episode rewrites or something. I don't really know. But I don't know. Overall, I don't know what else to really say here. This is just another generic episode, and a lot of season 9 episodes are like that. Yeah, the show is definitely starting to go downhill here. It really is. And I have no idea how bad the reboot is of this show, but I heard it's pretty bad. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is also the last time we'll hear Cosmo's deep voice in the intro, his car salesman voice, before they completely redo the theme song the next season, because they do that too. I figured I'd just bring that up just because they made it HD, but they still used Cosmo's older voice clip instead of redoing it. I mean, I hear him talk. His voice is not. It doesn't hurt my ears like Marge's voice does from The Simpsons, but it still sounds very annoying. It really does. Whenever he speaks, it just sounds freaking annoying. But I'd rather it be annoying than hurt my ears. But I don't know. But overall, though, that's all I really have to say about this. I don't know if I have a comment question for this video or not. I guess maybe I might have a comment question. Since this is the last season, the only season Sparky is in, tell me what you guys think about Sparky. You guys think they should have kept him in the show and maybe gave him a more of a personality? I think people hated Sparky because Sparky was just stupid like Cosmo and had no personality. Or do you think it was better just to get rid of him? Because I think they should have kept him in the show and just gave him more of a personality. Even though the show would only go on for one more season, I still think it would have been nice to keep him in the show. They just could have gave him more of a personality, Instead of creating this character only to get rid of him, the next season, But I don't know. But overall, though, that's all I have to say for this video. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Buzz Lightyear movie review and my video about what's been happening lately. But anywho, love you guys. Have a nice day, and see you guys later.